Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Devil platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely day in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. Just coming with a little something that's very important, and it's called the mark of the beast. I want to let you all understand something, and then those who are called to be teachers and scholars and those who can dig deep, I want to leave them something so they won't be. See, a lot of people think because you're educated in the books of the world and you're educated because you can comprehend Hebrew and you can comprehend Torah, the Bible, and really the Bible cannot be comprehended in natural. It has to be comprehended in understanding. There's an understanding that's natural, and there's an understanding that's spirit. Always understand the spiritual understanding is greater than the understanding which is natural. There's a mind of your flesh, and there is a heart of your flesh. It goes back to the ground. Trust me, it goes back to the ground. But you have a heart and a mind that never dies. It goes where your spirit goes. Okay? So, Sister Deborah want you all to understand the mark is not something that goes on the skin of a man, a male or a female. It can't be a 666 or a 66 on your right hand. It has to enter into an area that claims your thoughts, okay? So that you won't be able to call on the spiritual side of you. You won't be able to tune in to the Most High Yah. The beast is not coming to just put a 666 up here and say, okay, that's my mark. See, what people don't understand, his mark is not on the outer appearance, it's on the inner appearance, on the inner part of man. Okay? The beast mark is not for the outer, it is for the inner mind of a man. So if he was to put 6666 here, that cannot control you because it's on your outer skin. He has to mark you where your mind is at, you see, that makes up your thoughts, your choices, you see. So his mark is coming to kill, steal, and destroy that, to keep your spiritual man from being able to do righteous over your flesh, to keep your spirit man from having any connection with Yah. He has to control your outer man's mind. A lot of things that has taken place, and Yah has suffered it to be in great numbers. And I'm seeing this from the wilderness, and I'm like, Father, what must one do with this? And that is, you all have not paid any attention. That's why I know that your fleshly mindset is somewhere off in some darkness, because it's a level of evil that is going on the earth. Now, this is what I keep feeling. I don't know if this is true now. I can't say if it's true, but I keep feeling that somewhere this V is affecting the minds already. Because if I'm seeing it from the wilderness as, wait a minute, I'm here and I'm seeing the difference in great numbers, but you don't hear nobody speaking it. You don't hear nobody speaking it nor talking about it. And I'm like, why though, Father? Why? People are now developing this form of numbness. Everybody is getting real numb to what's going on. And I'm like, wait a minute, but Father, I can see it. Why? Father, I can see it. They're getting numb to it. That's the way he shared it with me. They're getting numb to it. No mercy, no care, no desire to do what is right, no nothing. He said they get numb to it. So what that lead me to believe is the mark of the beast has already formed itself so well to the elects can discern it. I can discern it. It's not coming to put a 666 here on your right hand or a 666 on your forehead. The forehead represents your mind, your thoughts. Okay? That's what the forehead represents. Your hand is going to represent a seal. Okay? So once you have received the mark, what's about to take place, they have lied about the numbers of people who have been marked, which is the shot. They've lied, just like they lied about as many deaths were from the virus. All of this stuff, you all, is a hoax, and nobody says a mumbling word. No one says a mumbling word about the whole year and a half. You ain't heard nobody say nothing about flu shot, flu season. Nobody have said anything about, now here it is, watch this. Now all the deaths has frozen. No one's getting the virus. You all, come on now. And it's not even as many, I don't even think it's 1 million that have received. It's a host. It's to manipulate you so that more and more. I even been told by the Spirit that in some of the vaccines are different than the others. And in the community in which my nation of people, they're getting the real deal. And our men, like I said, refuse to come in the light to warn and to teach their brothers, their fathers, their grandfathers, their sons righteous. And they got them out there. But guess what? We all gonna suffer it. That's why I said, Sister Deborah ain't worried about nothing but the New Jerusalem. I want to see Yahuwah. That's it. All I'm worried about is the New Jerusalem. You know, because from what I can see, from where I'm at and where he's teaching me, it's a lot of things going on. No one paying attention to it. Why are these people deciding to kill up like they killing up? First thing you will hear people say, when it's the judgment of Yah against them because but no. Your nation is doing it even greater. So what I come back to give you all is stop being naive about this shot is not the mark. Can't nothing else come after that. There's nothing else to come after that. They did it and they came in swift. But like he said, if it was so, it fooled his very elect. It didn't fool me because I questioned it from the day they opened their mouth. You see? And I kept asking, going before the throne of the Most High Yah, wait a minute, why are they doing this? He just told me straight off. So the mark is the shot, the vaccine. The mark is not coming to, it is a mark. He's marking his turf. Like a dog would mark his turf. Okay? You can't see his mark, but he marking it so he can smell it with one of his senses of his brain. See, he has senses. So one of them is smell. So he marked his turf. He's able to come right back to that, not because he can see it, because that's one of his senses, but it is smell. You see, that's how the enemy is doing it. He's marking his turf from your mind. He's going to come back to remember who's who and what's what by sealing, chipping. Sealing is chipping and chipping is sealing. So the whole world will know that you are marked. But the world is not going to see it as being marked. They're going to see it as something, oh, we done reached the kingdom of heaven. That's how they're going to see it. Because they feeling that it's a good thing because they got their shots. And people, let me tell you, when you go out into these stores and you go out here, all you see is Negroes with masks on. You see all these Negroes with masks. and you'll see no blacks. I mean, no Europeans. I'm gonna be honest. Where I'm at, very few. It's all black people with their mask on. See, that's showing you another sign. But the mark is the shot itself. It's marking you here, your brain. That's all it's after. And you can't see that they're marking your brain. So stop looking for a 666 and a 666. You have to be in the spirit of the Most High Yah, walking therein to understand that. You have to understand his word in spirit and in truth to know that ain't nobody walking around with no 666, 666. Use your I mean, you can't if you don't have it. He's coming for your mind. And once he's able to mark it, you're a long ways. Now, they're marking babies and children. Don't look, people, don't be naive. Go back to Genesis, all the way to Revelation. In every chapter, Yah suffered a great deal of people to perish, women and children along with it. It is a part of the program. It's a part of the program of his will. So don't think, oh, but the children getting it innocent because they didn't choose it and it don't matter. Y'all know who's who and what's what. He already know who's who and what's what. So I say unto you, if there are prophets and prophetess out here, stop being ignorant. Stop being ignorant. The beast ain't coming to mark you with a sign saying 666. He's coming to take your mind. And this that I hear about this shot, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. But I want to let you all understand one thing. I want to say this here, and I'm going to get off of this. Y'all want me to tell you before I leave. The only thing that your hand is going to get is sealed with a chip. And your mind is going to be the mark. And to show that you have received the mark, it's not going to be up here. It's going to be in took your mind. The chip is going to identify that you have chosen the mark. So while the bragging is going on, the suffering is going to take place. I believe the winter we're headed. Because Joe Biden said something about a dark winter, and we didn't have that. And they have planned this years ago, this dark winter. So where is it? Is it this year that's coming? Would have to be. The reason why they're giving people stuff and handing out money and handing out is to keep your focus on what is coming and what is about to take place. So people, stop thinking that you know about the mark of the beast. Don't be ignorant in your knowing. It can't be a 666 on top of your skin. Your skin cannot be controlled. Nor can your hand be controlled. It's about power and the control. Neither one of those 666 hits here, 666 here, 666 here on your skin, neither one can control you. So the mark has to go all the way down to your brain. And that's what has taken place. No one seems to care. And I noticed that. It's like people can't even see something that's going on in the world where there is no compassion, no mercy, no love, no care, no sympathy. I see police, it's like they happy to come to a scene where 4 and 5 people died. when there's a shootout. I heard these one, and there's just a shootout that just took place in Arizona. You should see all these police supporting the man that was doing all the shooting. Oh, he just gave himself up with no fight, and he turned himself in. I'm like, after he done killed all the people, and they just making it look like, oh, well, no one else was killed. You got 14 injured or something like that? 4 dead? I mean, it has to be their own kind. There is a silence. But guess what's going to override that? What is taking place? What is coming before us? People are on the streets driving and people shooting, killing them. By great numbers. Great numbers. And nobody saying nothing. Nobody have no sorrow. Nobody has no feeling, no compassionate outside of the individual who lost their loved one. This country is a world that has no feeling, no more. Something's gone wrong. And when we tell you what it is, exactly what y'all told me in March of 2020. The beast is loose. And if he told me that in March of 2020, he was saying that when he is loose, no mercy, no care, no compassion. Everything is going to be ripped from people, and people going to be walking around like, and nobody's talking about mandatory vaccine. Nobody's fighting to stop certain things going on. It's like, so what? It ain't my family. And then when it hit their family, they want you to feel it, but they hurt. But it's all around in great numbers. And what blows my mind, it is high time that we stop saying when they did it, they're doing it, they're showing more of us. But y'all questioned me. And he showed shocked it to me. He said, now, Deborah, are they lying? When y'all said that to me, I said, oh, I better stop. That's how Moses and Aaron didn't reach it. Because defending a people that walking in darkness proudly and everybody detaching to them like it's okay in what we're doing as a people. But we're the people. Do you all understand if y'all would cause the light to turn on instant on our people? Do you know you will see all nationalities turning to us? All nationalities seeing us, because then they'll see the God of this whole world in the heavens have turned back to his people. That's what they would see. And they will see us for who we are. But if you have not seen what's going on in this world today, and you ignored it and turning your back against it, saying, oh, she just hating on men, or oh, they ain't doing this when the white man doing it, that should show you that the lake of fire is waiting for you, because you don't see nothing that's going on in this dark, evil world. And I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm like saying, if it get any worse, Father, how can one stand? He said, you must stand. As long as I've given you the gift of endurance, for my name's sake, you gonna stand. Praise the Most High God. For his name's sake. But I thank him for allowing me to see where I'm at and not be lost. So women and men that's out here, stay in your place. Stop telling people what the mark is and what this and trying to make something a lie. Stick with the truth of the matter. The mark is not coming to mark a skin. It's coming to mark the mind. And once it marked the mind, then it chipped as a seal to remind you and it that you belong to it. That's what it's all about. Watch how the people, now, like I said, it's not too many people that have gotten the shot, but they trying to make it look like it is, and they're going to win. Without a doubt, they're going to win, because they're already winning. They're already winning. I already see it. I can see what y'all is allowing them to do, and I don't blame them. I don't blame y'all to give the beast the credit and the power that he's giving them in this day and time. I don't blame them, because I'm seeing it from the wilderness. I'm seeing it. I'm watching what my father wanted. Deborah, the father had to keep telling me, this need be. This must be this way. So I'm saying to you, keep ignoring what I'm saying. I'm telling you all, you ain't seen nothing yet because you have not walked in the light to see all the darkness that's set before you and the pain and hurt that's going to follow it. Oh, it's coming. See, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people seeing all these people getting killed and people killing each other and killing their babies and killing their wives, killing their husbands, killing their mamas and their daddy. Things are just happening in such great numbers and no one sees it. And then here go the beast marking people, and people too ignorant to understand that it's the mark. And I said, Father, I didn't know he was going to come like that. I didn't know he was going to come like that swift. Oh, he good. There it is. He put them under. He put the first 6 under fear and control. Fear and control. Then he turned around and flipped the second 6 into testing and mark, which is just shot. Testing and the mark. Both of them is just one of a kind. Still carrying that same biochemical. Okay? Then he's coming with the third, which is seal and chip. And the reason why the chip's going to come out like they already knew had it planned, they were waiting, is because so many people are bragging on getting the B to the point where the system going to say it's time to give them the assurance that they clear, they good. And so people going to say, since I'm vaccinated, yeah, give me mine so I can show that I'm vaccinated. That's just how much proudness they have, boosting they have. It's like a key to the kingdom of heaven to them. It really is. Don't estimate when you see children and teens receiving it and thinking, oh no, they was forced by their parents. Y'all don't play that. Y'all don't rumble like that. He don't rumble that way because he said, you better think seconds. Don't you have your butt over in this captivity because of your forefathers? You see? Don't think that he gonna have to rumble and walk to please your fleshly mind. No, he don't have to go that route. See, he already seen everything. It's finished, y'all. It's finished. It's over. It's time that you walk there in the light so you can be able to receive the gift of endurance for what is yet to come. Oh, it's out there. And I just thank him for his elects. He said, if it was so, it will fool his elects. And believe me, the Hebrew Israelite movement and men are not the elects, y'all. They are not the elects. They are so distant from what the elects is. He had to seal his. He said, if it was so. The elects is what's going to find the narrow gate and walk therein. Not the Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites ain't going to do nothing right. He gonna have to turn around and clean them up just to take them to the land. He turned right back into Eden. He's charging that land. So I'm showing you how everything that they are teaching you all, that you all this and you all that, you the man, you the king, you the lead. You ain't nothing but a fool for the beast and can't even see him. So I, Sister Deborah, just wanted to throw that in because I have heard several videos of people talking about the mark and that the vaccine is not the mark. Shut your mouth. You don't know what you're talking about. The only thing that can be is what they can give you from the outside to the inside. They have to come inside, and that is exactly what that chemical does. It's going to deal with this. It's going to change everything here so that this won't be able to connect with the Most High Yah. That's what it's for. And then you are marked. You see, the good thing is about it, I want y'all to understand this, and I'm going to cut out right here. The Most High told me that if you get somebody that has taken it and taken 2 shots, 3 shots, or whatever, it doesn't matter if he got them walking in the seed. Meaning, if they are appointed and anointed in him before they chose that, meaning it ain't their choice, it's his. So therefore, people really wouldn't know if they are. You see? So you don't go getting something that he didn't warn us about for thousands of years. He's been warning people about the mark. And then the beast come out and hand it to you, and you say, give it to me. Give me another one, please. Give me another one. So he was saying there will be if you say 1 out of a million that would end up with it out of force. I mean, force to the point of tied down, forced to get it. These one is not going to be, y'all going to form them up to be able to, him to be able to battle that for them. You see? But if people think that you're going to see people getting it and then you're going to pray for them to not have, no, you don't understand where you at. You don't understand what season we're in. It ain't even the season, what day we're in. That's like me. I don't go telling my thing. Let me tell y'all, I ask the Most High for my children to be saved, sanctified, filled with his Ruach HaKodesh, and that they may know who he is. That's it. I don't go asking him, give them this, do this, and do this, and do that. No, I don't mess with the Father's will, because if he had to get them up out of here today, it's all well with me. As a mother, a woman that was called by Yah, Yah can show you in his book. Ever since them children was born, I pray every day that if they get nothing, let them be saved, sanctified, filled with your Holy Spirit. Let them know you and that you are Yah. That's all. All this other stuff don't mean nothing. Nothing. So I say unto you, I hope you all have a pleasant evening. And I hope you all got something out of this. And no, the mark is not something marked on you, your body. It's something that marks the mind, not the skin. So I, Sister Deborah, say shalom.